And the driver is now stepping out of the vehicle, running across the exit lanes, running across the freeway onto the shoulder here, trying to carjack another vehicle, looking for an open door.
Yo, this is crazy and insane, my people. On the highway? Oh my lord.
Phone video shows this man confronting a woman outside a home and forcing her into a car in East Oakland.
Yo, this is crazy and insane, yo. Kidnapping in the middle of the day? Yo. Breaking news, shocking events caught on camera. You won't believe your eyes. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this video, share this video, comment down below, and remind y'all, this is some insane advisory. Let's go.
Well, Dallas police are sharing new surveillance video with Fox 4 in the hopes of finding the masked men who ambushed and murdered an elderly disabled woman. The video shows the group of men as they pile out of a car, then get right back in with their getaway driver. It has been 6 weeks now since Alice Fisher was found dead in her home, and police, like family, are bewildered as to why she was gunned down in the first place. Fox 4's David Centenary live with that brand new information tonight from Dallas police. Hi, David.
Hey, Casey. Yeah, family of Alice Fisher says she had just returned home from a hospital stay and she was sitting in her reclining chair when those masked men just barged into her apartment and started spraying gunfire. There were bullets everywhere. Dallas police have now released some video to us in hopes of getting new leads.
You entered the wrong home. It wasn't your enemies.
Video shows a group of 3 masked and armed shooters getting out of a dark gray Ford Escape. The group runs back to the SUV after Dallas Police Department says they broke into a disabled woman's apartment and unleashed gunfire.
It wasn't intended for her, and that's all we keep hearing throughout that West Dallas neighborhood, that it wasn't for her, it was the wrong door. And that's what we truly believe.
Alice Fisher's family says word on the street is the gunman mistakenly entered the 57-year-old's apartment, thinking it was someone else's. The shooting happened on Wednesday, January 22nd, just after 9 p.m. in West Dallas at the King Bridge Crossing Apartments, Dallas Housing Authority property. And she was just sitting in her recliner, right?
Sitting in her recliner, just released from the hospital earlier that day.
Fox 4 observed dozens of evidence markers related to gunshots.
57 years old, disabled, no enemies, not on drugs, don't owe anyone money or anything like that. The guys didn't take anything when they went in there. It was just to kick the door down. They straight up shot and killed her. And they ran out.
Do you have a motive yet?
At this time, we're exploring all options.
Detective Joshua Conklin releasing surveillance video to Fox 4, hoping someone identifies the SUV and/or suspects.
They're all messed up. It's dark. It's kind of hard to tell exactly. I mean, they do look somewhat slim-framed. There's still a driver that stays in the car.
The Ford Escape is from 2017 to 2019. The radio antenna on the back of the Escape is missing.
Like I said, we've talked to multiple people, but we don't have like one person of interest at this point in time that we're releasing.
Asked about the shooting possibly being a mistaken location.
You know, there's a lot of people that say a lot of different things. I mean, no indication, at least at this point, would indicate she had any connection with crime or anything like that. Like I said, being elderly, disabled.
We have so many questions.
Coquise Fisher says her aunt, who lived alone, was harmless and loved her family.
Just to know that your loved one was targeted for no reason.
Her family's hope is for these brazen shooters to be held accountable.
We're scared too because, you know, no one has been caught and we don't know the motive.
Yo, this is crazy and insane, yo. That's gotta be the wrong house they went in. This is a disabled woman. Just came home from the hospital. Who could have want her dead, right? She's not in no beef with nobody. You heard, she not on drugs. She don't owe nobody no money. And they just barge in and just start lighting up the apartment. And she was just chilling in her recliner. She disabled. She barely could move. So that's got to be the wrong apartment. There is no way you gonna do that to a disabled person, right? This is crazy and insane, my people. But let's move on to the next story.
A robbery inside a Fifth Ward home caught on camera. The homeowner says police are dragging their feet with the investigation, causing her to feel unsafe in her own home. She says she was in Texas City on February 12th when she got the call from her home alarm company that someone was inside of her home. She then watched them on video ransacking through several rooms. She called the police and her landlord came over and says he saw two other men waiting outside. The one inside then opened her back door, which caused a loud alarm to sound, and the men ran off. She says they called HPD 3 times before someone was sent out. A report was filed, and now, nearly 3 weeks later, she says an investigator still has not been assigned.
And every time I call, they're very nonchalant about it. I asked them, I said, well, what are the procedures of how, you pass it along? We don't know. What you mean you don't know?
What were the thoughts that were going through your mind when you saw that person inside of your home on the camera?
I felt violated. I was really violated.
Hey.
Yo, this is crazy, yo. And look at my man right there inside the people's home. What is he doing? You know what I'm saying? This not even looking like a rich lady. Really, you know what I'm saying? Yo, these robbers are so petty, yo. So petty. Yo, you need to go get a job. And he look like he eating right. But yet still, you inside these poor people home, invading for what? What is you looking for, bruh? This is crazy and insane. But let's move on to the next story.
Imagine heading out for work in the morning, only to find that your car is scraping the ground and all its wheels are gone. That is the crazy reality that drivers are facing all over the Bronx. And News 12's Morgan Scott now in Soundview with residents who say they're fed up.
Take a look at this red Toyota Camry, missing all 4 of its wheels and held up by just cement blocks. Neighbors say scenes like this are becoming the norm here on Rosedale Avenue.
I've lived in this neighborhood for a very long time, and I've never seen it like this before. To wake up in the morning to come out and see a car on the ground, it's tasteless and disrespectful.
So much so that people like Alberto Feliz, a former mechanic and now driving instructor, finds himself posting 1 damaged car a day on his social media.
This is typical. This is something that's been happening all over the Bronx from top to bottom. This could be a mom taking her kids to school.
Drivers say parking prices at this building's garage does not help lessen the risk of their cars being next.
It's $20 a day. So for the whole month, my truck is $300. You got a regular car is $250. So nobody can really afford that. You got to take your chances and park on the street.
I've been living here 15, 20 years almost. And it makes no sense that we got to live like this.
Although not full theft proof, buying wheel locks and installing an alarm system with wheel sensors are your best option to try and protect your wheels.
Yo, this is crazy, yo. Imagine all that. You know what I'm saying? You can't just own a car no more. You have to make sure you have security for every gadget that's on your car. Alarm got to be on there, and you know they could go around the alarm. You got to put a kill switch on top of that. You feel me? And they not only taking your car, they could come and take your wheels. You see this? And wheels are expensive, bro. So now you have to put like a wheel lock on your tires just to prevent this from happening. Yo, this is crazy and insane, yo. But let's move on to the next story.
And the breaking news that we're starting with at this hour is this shocking video. It appears to show a kidnapping in broad daylight.
Yeah, so take a look. Oakland police released the video just this morning, and in it you can see a woman struggling to get away as she's pulled into a car and then the driver takes off.
Oakland police say this happened Tuesday afternoon, 3:30 on 98th Avenue near Elmhurst Community Prep School. Apparently, a man attempted to hit a woman with his car. Then he got out of that car and attacked the woman, and then there you see him dragging her and putting her inside the car. She was yelling for help the whole time, apparently.
Yeah, the suspect's car was recovered in East Oakland and determined to be stolen. Neither the suspect nor the victim have been located at this point. The victim is described as a black female between 20 and 22 years old, weighs about 140 pounds, appears to be about 5 feet 5 inches tall. She was last seen in that video wearing black and blue locks and was seen wearing a light-colored hoodie and light-colored jeans.
The suspect...
Yo, My good people, this is crazy and insane, yo. I don't even need to hear no more of it. Yo, this was in the middle of the day. You see how many cars was passing by? She yelling and screaming for help. And where was she? She in front of people's house. Yo, she should have banged on some windows. They said she was doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody stopped all these cars passing by. They don't see? Yo, this is crazy and insane. And on another video, somebody was yelling at him, and I heard that he said, "This is my baby mom, mind your business." But she was screaming, "No, it's a kidnapping. He's kidnapping me." And nobody did nothing. They just watch it happen. Yo, this is crazy and insane, my good people. But let's move on to the next story.
Fireball on the 5. Explosive breaking news at 11. A driver fleeing police at extreme speeds from Seal Beach in the OC all the way to Echo Park in LA. And that's when the overheated Honda explodes in flames and sparks as it hurtles down the 5 freeway. Chris Christie right overhead in Air 7 and calling it all as that damaged vehicle comes to a stop in the middle of traffic.
And the driver is now stepping out of the vehicle, running across the exit lanes, running across the freeway onto the shoulder here, trying to carjack another vehicle, looking for an open door, trying to steal another car in the middle of the freeway. The suspect is on the run. There are no patrol units in sight, but CHP has their night sun on the suspect as he looks for another car to carjack in the middle of the freeway.
Moments later, the driver is illuminated by an air unit circling overhead as several patrol units begin arriving on the scene. The man has his hands in the air and then, following instructions from an officer, he gets down onto the pavement. Moments later, an arrest team moves in.
Seal Beach PD with their man in handcuffs. California Highway Patrol Chippy unit with his gun trained squarely on that older model Honda.
The driver handcuffed and helped to his feet by the officer, but he quickly becomes combative.
Ooh, putting up a little bit of a struggle there. Look at this. Feisty.
The Seal Beach officer tries to get the man to calm down, but he continues to struggle and kick at the officer.
Look at this. He's going to be taken down as that Seal Beach unit takes him down to the ground. That suspect kicking back like a stallion, trying to kick that officer while in handcuffs.
Moments later, more officers arrive and the man gives up. He's successfully loaded into the Seal Beach cruiser for a trip to jail.
Wow, my man was not trying to give up, yo. Bruh, you already had the cuffs on you. Know what I'm saying? I don't know what you was thinking, bruh. You might as well just peacefully go in the car, cause ain't nothing you could do right now. You couldn't even do nothing before the cops got there. You on the highway. You couldn't even go nowhere. You try to get inside other people's cars. Them people were smart enough to drive away from you. Yo, doesn't even seems like you had a weapon. This was crazy. Yo, this is a scene out of a movie. Good job, police officer. Get him. I don't know what he did. But he was driving so fast that the car just exploded. You seen it, just caught on fire. Yo, that's crazy. I never seen that before, where somebody driving fast, so fast that the car just caught on fire. Usually if he lose a tire and he driving on just the rims spark fire and stuff of that nature. But by him just driving fast, and that car probably like, bruh, yo, we overheated right now. We about to explode, bro. We not built for this. And it seems like he was leaving the police officer. They was nowhere around. If it wasn't for that helicopter to keep him in sight, he probably would have got away. Yo, that's crazy and insane, my good folks. But make sure y'all be safe out there. Peace and love. And we are out of here.